Hey YouTube, 98 Murray here. We're going to do a little bit different video today. We're going to be looking at uh, some mowers, some tractors, because I need something to mow my yard with. I know it's funny, you see all these mowers behind me, and I need to find something to mow with. I had a snapper that I was mowing with, but coworker needed a mower, so I decided to sell it to him. So now I got to find myself a mower because it's getting to be yard mowing season around here, and the grass is growing. So I got to find something fast. So I'll bring y'all along. Let's take a look at what we got out here and see what's going to be a good candidate for cutting. So let's find us something here. All right, starting out here, we've got, well, obviously this ain't going to be a good one. This got forklift on it, so that ain't going to work. That one's got a airplane mover attachment, so that ain't going to work. It ain't even got wheels under the front of it. So let's see. This is technically not my tractor. I sold this to my brother-in-law. He just has to come get it. Although it's a good candidate, though, but not mine. This one, Snapper, all-wheel steer. It does run. It drives. I think it mows. It needs, what does it need? It needs a battery. And the steering is pretty stiff and a little sloppy. I need to fix the steering on it. So, but we'll keep this in mind. That's a good candidate. It runs, I think it runs pretty alright. No, it's got a sticky throttle. So it does need some work. But it's a good candidate. My Murray Performance. I do have a deck for this. It runs and drives great. It does need front wheel bushings. That's not a huge deal. This might be a good candidate too, because this tractor is the best running tractor I have right now. I do use it out here pretty often though too for moving stuff around, so that would it's already got a job, you know. We'll keep that in mind. This tractor has a profuse oil leak and a lot of other problems, so that ain't gonna work. This Agco, I had this in my last video. We got it started, but it needs carburetor worked on, and it's got hydraulic leak and other problems, so it's not going to be this tractor. This little fella, I did a lot of work to. It's technically ready to go, but I don't like it. It's too small, so that's a no. That mower's technically brand new and never mowed a day in its life, so that's out. Husky. This tractor runs, but the deck, I think, is missing a part, so that's out. This tractor, I don't know if this thing runs. I ain't never messed with it, so that's out. That thing's out. It's got a locked up motor. This one had the rustiest deck I've ever seen in my life. It came from the coast. You can tell by how nasty it is. I don't know if it runs, and I don't want to mess with it. That tractor, I've actually mowed with that tractor before. The last time I ever used that thing was mowing with it. So, it ran when I parked it a year or two ago. Same with the one next to it. I've actually mowed with both of those tractors. So, we'll keep that in mind. I probably don't want to use one of them old ones, though. I'd want to use something newer. Let's see, what's this thing? I don't know anything about this tractor. I literally don't know anything about it. It's got wires sticking outside of it. We'll keep that in mind. This one ain't got an engine. This one's got... What's up with this one? This one's got wiring hacked up. The Gravely runs. I got a carburetor kit for it I can put in. But the Gravely doesn't have a mower deck. So, that's out. A couple more old Murrays. Those are out. That one ain't got a steering wheel. I done sold it to somebody. This one ain't got a motor. I actually used to mow with this tractor pretty often. Until the transmission started going out, so I parked it, and then I sold the engine out of it. So, this tractor, what is with this tractor? This tractor runs. This Scott's right here, it runs good, actually. It needs a fuel pump. The fuel pump leaks when it's running, but it runs. Oh, the guy said the transmission's out in it, so that's, damn, that would be a nice tractor to mow with, actually. With the rear fuel tank even, man. Man, I really would like to mow with that, actually. But I don't feel like putting a transmission in. I don't know that I have one of those that's good, actually, because the tractor right next to it has a bad transmission as well. Let's see. No, none of those. None of those. Too old, don't run. Just various reasons. This thing. This tractor is what I mowed with last year. It's another all-wheel steer, Snapper. And the only reason I didn't want to mow with it this year is because just like my other all-wheel snapper back there, The steering is kind of stiff and needs to be fixed, but this tractor runs great. Like, I'm a bit fired right now. Oh, I gotta push the brake. How could I forget? So that's a good option. This is a good running tractor, but the steering is kind of stiff. Let's see, what else do we got? We're running out of tractors. We got this Scott's. I actually did try to get this running the other day. It has bad wiring damage and needs a carburetor kit. I have this Scott's. This is a really nice one, actually. It's really clean. You can tell by the paint. Whoever put the Scott's badge on must have been on Friday, because it's not centered, and it bothers me every time I look at it. Let's see, this tractor runs. I think it needs a carburetor cleaned. If I remember right, it only runs on choke. It's a 6-speed. I think the tires go flat on this thing, but that's not a big deal. They're not flat right now. I have a deck for this, 42-inch. What was wrong with this tractor? Let me think. I even have tires I could put on it. I think this tractor had a pulley going out for the drive belt, if I remember correctly. This is a nice little tractor, actually. It's all the way in the back. So let's see. We've got this one here. This has a Briggs V-twin. Pretty much they all have Briggs V-twins, the ones we're looking at. It's a 6-speed. It's got a 42-inch deck, although I could put a 46 under it. It really don't matter. I have plenty of mower decks. We've got that one. It's an all-wheel steer, but the steering's stiff. We got 2 of those. This one runs good. If I were to pick either of them, it'd probably be this one, because it runs better. And then we got the big black tractor. But like I said before, the big black tractor already has a job. It pulls stuff around here. And I don't have something to pull stuff around here without that. I think we're going to pick this tractor here, fellas. I've had this running the other day. I say the other day, I guess it was January. Oh, it even still has the hood cable. Those are usually broke. This is not a bad little tractor. What we got for oil here? Oh, it's low. It's low. What do we got for an air cleaner? I don't know anything about this tractor hardly. I've mowed with it literally one time. I don't even think I mowed the whole yard, because I think the pulley on the drive belt was so loud that I was just kind of over it. Oh, it's a brand new air filter. Look at that. Come on out of there. That's brand new, basically. Oh, man. With a pre-cleaner. Look at that. She's just... She wants to go. Is there any gas in it? I know it ain't got no battery. Oh, she's bone dry. Man, I know it does need carburetor work. Like I said, I remember it needed choke to run. It wasn't running very good. But that's not a huge deal. These Briggs V-twins, man, I work on these all the time. It's a 6-speed, so I don't have to worry about a bad hydro. Oh, it has a battery in it. I know it's dead, but at least it's got a core from 2019. I think this is it, fellas. I know, like I said, the back tires go down. I have more back tires I can put on it. We have one flat front tire. We can swap that with that one right beside it that's holding there. Man, that's gonna work. We're gonna do this tractor right here. So let me get all this other stuff moved out of the way. And oh gosh, there's a lot of stuff in the way. I tell you what, before we do that, let's go find the mower deck for it and make sure it's actually good. So let's travel to the other shed. I'll take you over there and we'll look at the mower decks and pick out either the 42-inch that goes to it or a 46-inch. So let's go over there real quick. I actually would be pretty excited to use that little Scotch tractor, because I haven't done anything with it since I got it. I think it's almost right at a year now, so it'd be pretty nice to do something with it. Although most of these I don't do anything with, so that's how it goes sometimes. Boy, I got stuff everywhere. I haven't shown y'all this part over here where these tractors are. So let me flip the camera around, and we got a lot of stuff. We got tires. I told you I got tires. But I've got a couple of them there. I got one on the trailer. I got some. This is where the ugly stuff stays, is over in this shed, I tell you. There's a couple of gems here, though. We got a Huffy. You know, actually, funny enough, I could mow with this mower. I actually did mow with it a couple months ago when I got it. It needs a carburetor rebuilt, and it needs a fuel tank. But that's it. It actually runs and mows. Oh, that'd be funny to mow with. I'm not going to do it, though. I need something a little bit bigger and a little bit more reliable. But that would be hilarious. So let's see. Oh, we got that Husky there. I forgot about it. It's got a fully rebuilt deck. But it's an MTD. That's out. That's out. Let's see. We got those back there. We got an old ST16 and a GT11 Veridrive that runs pretty good. The Veridrive stopped working on me, though. I got to figure out why the Veridrive ain't working. And I know for a fact the deck on that has something locked up, so that's out. Again, it's a little too old anyway. But let's see the mower decks we got here from Murray's. We've got a pile of them. So all these are 42-inch decks for the old tractors, the classic garden tractors, so that's out. There's one 50-inch Scott's deck. If I remember right, it's got something wrong with it. I got a lot of 50-inch Scott's decks. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 50-inch, 1 52-inch. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 46-inch, and 1 modern 42-inch, which is this one right here. That came off that Scott's tractor we were looking at. So let's see. Oh, that's good. Actually, yeah, it's alright. It's not terrible. Let's look at the blades on it. Oh yeah, see, there's that really rusty deck on that tractor from the coast. It's a little rough. Oh, I can't see the blades. It's too dark out here. I believe they're probably fine. It even has a deflector on it. Hot dang. I think it'll work. We'll just do the 42-inch. It's at the front of the pile. It needs a belt. Do I buy a belt or do I pick another mower deck? I guess I'll buy a belt. Yeah. We got some other things. We got a tiller and some Sears tractors here. Got a Cub Cadet there. I got all kinds of junk around here, man. Too many projects. Not enough time. Although these aren't really projects more than they are parts, honestly. Well, that'll work. We got a 42-inch deck. I guess we ought to go start shoveling tractors out of the way to get to that one Scott's. So let's go play musical tractors. Alright, well, we got her moved up to the front out of everything, so we'll start looking into it. I'll grab those other tires. We'll put some different wheels on it so it actually rolls better. These don't want to air up. I think they're, well, obviously come off the rim, it looks like. So we'll probably pop that carburetor off of here, give it a little cleaning so it'll run a little better. And I need to take a look at that pulley underneath and figure out which one it is. So we'll get her up on the little jack stand here and we'll get to working on it.